Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to reigns Her Majesty. It's odd that my shortcut key, which is just curly bracket open and curly bracket closed, brings up the menu. But it does, so whatever. Each recording will start on the menu here. We've gone through 2 runs as queens and died very quickly. And we accomplished the coronation ritual. Now we want to recruit the merchant. There probably is something that unlocks playing as each of one of the different signs, but if you weren't dying incredibly fast, you couldn't just go through each of these zodiac signs. And the circle here, as it gets longer, almost implies that you can only play for a certain number of years, like 100 years or so, and then the circle will be full, and we'll have to see what happens then. Symbols of Tamar, the graceful sad death will forever be part of the folk holidays. Queen Anne comes to the throne in a time of national discontent and simmering aggression, which I guess maybe that gives you a hint. Interesting, I do have this royal perfume. Let's see. Notice that in the bottom right we have kind of a Taurus symbol, I think, as far as the zodiac. So maybe we have better interactions or get luckier interactions when the symbols match. But if that was the case, there's not a point where we can see our symbol. It says Anne's still alive. 1 year. So if our symbol means anything, it may not so much. Or maybe the symbol on the card itself indicates this. Obviously, this would have been a cell phone game first, so everything of importance that you have to be able to see needs to be in that center stripe. So, yeah, maybe that symbol does indicate something special, and maybe the symbol on the right should mean I should go to the right. I'm surprised we started with the perfume, though. So either it's going to be really hard to get the remaining 5 items, or there's more than 5 items. Let's send them in. Majesty, the army has been racing its horses in my fields and now the crops are trampled, says Bug. General, so what? Royal perfume. Sorry. Alright, so we'll call the general. It's an honor to be received, my queen. I'm not proud of the actions I end. You should apologize. I'll pay for the farmer. Going down a little bit at the beginning is probably a good idea, because the struggle does seem like you need to keep your stats just low to begin with. Probably didn't need to go that far. He only lost a few radishes. Whatever. You wise as they say, I would be pleased to consult you in for your further expertise in futures matters. I have to do more work. So yeah, every time you unlock a character, you potentially are going to have a whole new chain of cards, which just makes the game more complicated as cards unlock. You say you're planning to make actual decisions here? Isn't that a bit bold from a young queen? I suppose. Watch yourself. Let's see. I would go with watch yourself. Let's go with I suppose and see what happens though. Like, I am going to really have to break out of the idea of just playing it the way I would want to play it. In a lot of games when there's role-playing aspects, I really just want to play the game the way I would want to play it that one time. Reigns in particular just won't work that way. And I guess this is a society where the queen always makes decisions and always has final authority, although the queens seem to often, it seems to be implied that the queens often didn't make decisions. Yes, it is most unconventional, this type of behavior from a queen. People are gossiping. You're gossiping. Silence, fool. Interesting. Now we don't have that Taurus sign at the bottom, so I wonder if maybe I made the wrong decision before. Silence, fool. What's this racket? You'd better obey my wife. What harm can it do? My love. Harm? Okay. After all, she'd have to be a god to have any real power here in my kingdom, hee hee. Carry on, my darling. Wow, thanks. The wardess goddess. Well, I guess we'll just go with this. Someone sent a banquet of red poppies for you, but I don't know who. Do you want them? Remember, they said red was bad, but let's take them anyways. Card says, congratulations from the Lady of the Wood. We pray over your army's daily exercises. When the church and sword hold hands, peace is certain. Yes. No. Let's go with yes. Do you believe in the Lady of the Wood? I still leave petals on my windowsill for sometimes. So we have this whole Lady of the Wood scenario, but it's not even one we're supposed to be trying to unlock. We're supposed to recruit the acolyte and the merchant and investigate the locked tower. So maybe we'll accomplish something early. I joined the royal forces to avoid religious superstitions. My queen, please ask the church to leave the army alone. I understand. Unity is urgent. Okay. The church tried to pay me to spy on my master the king, but I refused, of course, since then my pockets have ached. Let me help. Oh well. Really? You're gonna bribe someone for doing the right thing? I guess. Maybe that works. But then the real question here is, like, when is this perfume gonna work or be useful? Is it just never going to be useful again? The new crown is so lovely. Why not throw a coronation ball to impress the gentry? Not now. The army is so costly. If you feel safe, why not decrease patrols to save money? Sure. Can we please have a coronation ball? Pretty please. All the girls and me were excited. Fine. Whoop whoop the coronation balls today. Great idea, my queen. All you ladies look very nice indeed. What about me? Yes. Oh, I can't contain myself. I need to go dance around. How fun. Be a lady. Well, yeah, I guess reminder to be a lady. So we've recruited the acolyte, which has added a whole bunch of cards, and oddly given us a new animation. So this Wolfa character looks kind of like the other character, but I don't think it is supposed to be the same person. Excuse me, may I have this dance, your highness? Yes, who are you? She takes your hand and steps closer, whispering, I've been sent by the Lady of the Wood to teach you of the All-Mother. This land needs a queen of the old ways. So we were supposed to do the whole Lady of the Woods stuff. Interesting. Who let you in? I know this is a breach of etiquette, but will you receive the general? The king is hunting and it's of an urgent matter. And see, we have another Taurus thing. Let him in. Or do we say no? If we say no, it feels like the military would go too low. If we say let him in, it seems like nothing changes. And seemingly having the church all the way at 0 doesn't immediately end the game, where having it all the way to the max does end the game. Relations with the West have deteriorated badly. Our spies saw they plan to attack. And my home, ... Let's go with and, I guess. Forgive me, Your Highness, but this country is your home now. The people need you. Will you help? Yes. No. Well, of course you'd say yes. I told Generville everything about the old country's weakness. The attack is thwarted. Oh, so I guess the opposite of that would have been to let the kingdom fall and probably still get yourself killed as the queen of that country, even if you were originally from the other country. My people forbid the eating of meat except for ritual. I recommend you command the court to keep such a diet. I mean, I guess you just keep going down this acolyte path. Just to see where it goes, but almost certainly it ends negatively. I'm not sure there's a single ending that doesn't end negatively, where perhaps there are some good endings, but they probably are fairly hard to get. I simply cannot allow a scandalous queen like you to remain on the throne in your heathen ways. Spell treason. What? Well, then I guess we needed to keep the church happier. Interesting, it actually works. Strange, suddenly your ways seem quite charming. Forgive me, my queen. Thanks. Not forgiven. Alright, let's go with thanks. And so that bumped the church back up quite a bit. So I saved myself there with the perfume at the last second, so you should try the perfume if you can. I mean, if you've got nothing else to do. But it's obviously doesn't always work. Sometimes I feel the bond between us is stronger than sacred sisterhood. Could we not? But we cannot be more, can we? Sure. Let's go with a potential lesbian relationship. I want to be able to see our enemies from afar. The palace needs a tower. Investigate the lost lock tower. Too many towers. Alright, well, let's say yes to that. I can no longer hide my feelings behind my faith, my queen. Let's let tonight be the night we meet in secret. Tonight? Headache. Sure. I can't help but think that the acolyte is actually setting us up to be sacrificed or captured, pretending to be in love with you, and then meeting in secret for you to be kidnapped, held for ransom, things like that. I heard from your handmaid that an intruder was seen at your window just now. I will guard you all this evening. Oh no. Great. Let's see. I guess we can try and throw this. I'm doing art. Never mind. Let's go with never mind. Let's go with oh no. My lady, since I've been your dear servant so far, I beg a favor. Of course, you can beg. Okay, let's go with a course. Please let me secretly borrow the King's Royal Serum. My poor old brother is in the church prison and needs a pardon. Of course. That's illegal. Why not just pardon him yourself? Some royal funds vanished and end up in the church's coffers. Was it Countess Laurentia? While the crowd is outside bearing gifts for our beloved queen, they're tearing down the drawbridge, and here we have a new character yet again, but they're all drawn pretty much the same. It's not a very good art style. It's a paper cardboard cutout art style. There's really no need for that art style, particularly in the sequel. They could have done better. And so it seems like our attempt to get the Acolyte good ending failed, and the populace are too happy with us once again, and getting it to the maximum seems to cause an ending guaranteed, whereas nothing else does. Maybe we could try this. So, yeah, you just have to accept this ending. The crowd fights to kiss your ring. The body is found crushed to death beneath the avalanche of trampled flowers. And so the little skulls at the top there, being at 0, don't seem to really mean anything at all. It seems like there is a potential scenario where if you could drain all 4 of the levels, you probably should. We made it to 19 years this time, and it's going a lot quicker. And there we have a Kirk from the All Mother. 20 years. Interesting. So do we get potentially resurrected? Shush. I don't even know how you read this. Child. Being not afraid, I am the All Mother who brought this world to life. Okay, you're not really saying anything. Though your body may die, your spirit continues in the form of this land's next queen. Weird visual glitch there. Yeah, it's actively faking visual glitches here. That this is not something. Now in the first game, you fairly quickly ran into the devil, and this time it seems like you're instead dealing with an All Mother, but maybe it is just a devil in disguise. I know it hurts. I know you must ache for true power. Earn my crown and you shall have all your desire. So this may be the overall arc of this game, in the same way that I think you were trying to defeat the devil in 1,000 years in the first game, but it was fairly late to the point where you even, or at least in my playthrough, where I even found that. I can say the banner art for Reigns Her Majesty does show a deer with a crown on it. Here we see an All Mother with antlers, so that does seem like that is the main focus. Let me start your journey with a gift. The book of your glories, still to be written. I don't like that this game is this visually glitchy, because in particular I've over the past year had some major computer problems, and I almost wonder if this might not be faked, but I'm certain this is actually intentional glitches. And the glitches definitely imply that there's more than what's being said. So we have a blank spell book. This mysterious book is given to you in a vision. It's entirely blank. So now we may have a better system to get around some of these dead-end choices. Oh, how I love you, daughter. High score, 20 years. The queen is dead. And the heathen. Long live the queen. So now we're supposed to meet the explorer. And we're going to have this circular symbol, which I don't know the entire zodiac symbol, so I don't know what that's supposed to represent or not, but we'll look for that symbol in this next run. Queen Callista steps in to rule this divided land with polarized expectation resting upon her. So you will come back as the same person mentally, but different names. And arguably, you're jumping over the part where you would have to grow up to at least a certain age to be queen again. Let me earn your favor, sweet queen. Send me off to slay a rare beast and I'll bring you a trophy. Sure. Dear lovely Majesty, I, the pitiful old friend, again beg you to use the king's seal for the good of the realm. Hang on. Guards. Let's go with hang on. But why? I'm your dearest servant, aren't I? I've been so helpful, but explain yourself. I confess, I brought the seal to the cardinal at his bidding. Beware, for many are on his side, the church will rise. Begone. Hanger. Let's see. So do we want to be sneaky about it, or do we want to just publicly hang her? Let's go with begone. Canes Lurinta is exiled, but the church denies wrongdoings. Of course, hanging her. That almost feels like Celesta as Comtessa Laurentia, may just, as a card in the character, no longer show up. So we've just unlocked the title The Keen for unmasking the trainer. Whispers say we compromise too much with our enemies and grow weak. What do you think? Diplomacy is strength. Let's be ruthless. Let's be ruthless. Back from my hunt, I even glimpsed a rare white doe. Legends say that the Lady of the Wood, that it's the Lady of the Wood in the animal form. What about my trophy? Who? Let's ask about the trophy. Alright, your trophy, my queen. The fey bone of a ferocious creature I slayed all along, deep in the wood. My hero. What is this? Let's go with my hero. It's a chicken bone. It looks like it's the leg bone of a small chicken. And it looks crooked. So I have no idea what we're going to do with a chicken bone. At a certain point, we may end up just throwing items away to have room for new items. We have a pagan sect taking root in our country. Investigate our patrols and smoke them out. Yes. Let's go with no. I guess you probably say no here anyways. My sweet queen and dearest friends, happy 20th birthday. It would be your lady's honor to throw you a celebration. So if we've been queen for 6 years and it's our 20th birthday, then that tells us we start being queen at 14, or at least we did in this run. Which, yeah, it does kind of seem like that's how that would go. Party, please do. Or don't tell anyone. Of course there's gotta be a party for a queen. Why would that even be a question? Like, it'd be very weird to have royalty and then not have it be an excuse for parties and celebration amongst the people. A crevice opened up and swallowed the whole village. Should we move nearby families? It's dangerous. Yes or no? I mean, I would say yes, obviously. We acolytes need silence to do our sacred rites. Will you build me a tower in your palace? I guess we'll say yes to that. Simply cannot allow us that scandalous thing. Okay. So we'll try to perfume again. And perfume, when we lower the church relationship, does seem to work. Let's go with not forgiven this time. My people believe the time of the black sun is coming. Darkness will fall in daytime and the people will tremble. Wow. Impossible. I mean, just say wow. Strange light is coming from one of the towers. Could it be the presence of a demon in our pure house? Definitely. Let's go with this one. How spooky. The tower's been empty for years. Someone should investigate. So finally we can investigate the locked tower. And so that unlocks the savant. Adding new cards. Bizarre enlightenment. We climb the dark forgotten tower and open the door. Then we have Mistress Politis. Hello, I'm the palace doctor, at least I think I am. And who are you? See, like, her whole face feels like it's upside down. For some real reason. I don't know why visually that's how that's coming off to me. I'm the queen, you don't know? Well, I guess we go with the queen as the answer. Exclamation point. I don't like when there's that subtlety of exclamation points or like where a game might interpret that as potentially me yelling when I don't intend to yell. That happens a lot in dialogue. Oh, apologies, Your Grace. I must have been locked in my lab for a very, very long time. How long? Get back in. Well, I lived on specimen jars and plentiful humors, and now I'm ready to create a new age of science. Sounds good. You're the doctor. Question mark. Almost wonder if there would have been like a Doctor Who reference here. Let's go. Sounds good. Let's see. Wild crowd is once again about to kill us. We know that that doesn't work. So wild spellbook didn't work. Let's try chicken bone. I just don't think there's a case here where you can get a person to get out of this once you're at the end. So I think you just have to end there. So while we did unlock some things in this run, at some point a run like this will not unlock anything. And I've just got to be better about balancing. And that circle is getting close to being full. Restore the mechanical owl. And we're still trying to meet the explorer and recruit the merchant. Close to the savant, frenzied death is forever a dissertation topic. Queen Sarah starts her reign in the time of a great class tension. Her coronation is resented. Please suggest that your subjects send noble daughters to our temple. New blood is needed for the faith of the land? I think the answer is probably yes here. I heard a rumor that you're blasphemously worshipping the All-Mother in secret, but you don't, do you? I don't. Let's go with I do. Long ago, we were ruled by a queen instead of a king. She had a room in this very palace dedicated to her duels. Bring back duels. That's nice. Sure, let's bring back duels. Even if you had a weapon, our palace duel room is in disrepair. He apologizes profusely. Well, so much for that. Your beauty, unguent? I've never even seen that word before. Are 1/10 of the treasury. Why be so extravagant? Can't we buy cheaper? Yes, let's buy cheaper. At the very least, if I'm gonna lose, I should start losing by being vain at some point. But really, you're never gonna have a great point where you can just seek out endings in the middle of the runs. What's gonna happen is inherently you will hit a point in the game where you feel like you've done everything and seen everything, and then you'll just go to the menu and say, well, what deaths have we not seen, or what characters have we not seen, or what cards have we not unlocked, and then we'll potentially seek out those specific deaths or those specific cards. A lot of that may very well come down to using a walkthrough. My twin daughters are so fickle. Now they want to join some temple in the woods that worships the women or deer or trees. Let them. All of this empowerment, she wails. Where does it end? Your Highness, I really must speak urgently with you. In private, if you please. What? I'm busy. Okay, well, you'd think that the doctor or scientist would probably be negative to the church. One of these rounds I'm going to have to be positive with the church. But you also have the perfume, which does seem to work against the church ending, at least once. So we have that backup. This just probably hurries you to her creepy office. Okay, so I've been collecting corpses lately, and my studies have yielded the results most strange. Results? Collecting? Alright, let's hear the results. For science, I diagrammed their wounds, but lately many bodies have the exact same ones. Wow, get to the point. Yes, 2 odd pinpricks to the throat, and bodies drained pale. No blood at all in them. We must act. Don't panic. Vampires. Don't panic. Vampires. Do we go with vampires? Or don't panic? Well, they say always, first and foremost, don't panic. The bloodless meet the vampires. The whole court is abuzz with the gruesome rumors. So it does seem like you can just finish some quests early, even though they're not the 3 quests that they're trying to push you towards. The whole court is abuzz these gruesome rumors. And as a queen, I would definitely not want to encourage panic. Ever. Let's see. Do I like weapons? Rumors say that the lands of the North Queens carry dual pistols. Yeah, let's say we like weapons. Right. So, very specifically, this seems to work every time. Vampire rumors are going around because of these silly books the women read. Let's throw them all out. Go ahead. No. Yes, would probably convince the church to be happier with me, but I'm gonna go with no. My queen is a true as a vampire hiding in the royal court. Obviously, don't be silly. Let's go with don't be silly. Oh, a handsome undead, suffering his curse and anguish, alone for centuries, with no true love. Ooh, not my thing. Let's go with ooh. Seems like the handmaid is definitely the girlyish, like, prone to gossip, prone to fantasy character that maybe you need that in a balance of other characters, maybe you don't. What if you gave him a whiff of the royal perfume, Handmaid Grace says. Alright, well, let's find the vampire, if we can find him. Alright, here is the vampire guy, Lord DuPont. Pardon me, oh highness, but I seem to be lost. Alright, let's give him the royal perfume. Is this feeling love? But I am an accursed being who will only bring you to harm and devilry. I don't mind. True, forget it. Let's go with I don't mind. That sleazy perfume shall not charm me again. Your heretic, your fate is sealed. I'll try a chicken bone. Let's see. Let's go with I do as I like. So we got somewhere with the vampire, but not far enough. And I don't know if there is ever going to be a case here where somebody's going to swoop in and save the day once you are at the what stage. The cardinal conspires to have you found guilty of witchcraft. It is he who puts the first torch to your stake. Which, okay. I guess maybe that points to a factor that when there is a death symbol above each of the characters, let's go with spellbook, chicken bone, perfume. No, that works. Maybe the death symbol over the tops indicates that those were endings that you were eligible to potentially have and had unlocked. But interestingly here, the church death symbol has disappeared. It was there and then it faded away. Which makes me wonder, is somebody going to save me? No. Nobody is going to save me. Okay. So, as far as the royal deeds, Patreon, Mercantile Machinist, several others. One that says Mother, Matron, Faithful, Duelist, obviously, Deathless, Pure, Secret, Millennial, Collector, Witch, Forbidden, Faithless. Then, as far as endings, it seems like you very possibly will get the same endings over and over again, even if you are working on royal deeds. And then as far as portraits and people, it seems odd that the All-Mother is in the 6th position, and we have yet to unlock something in the 1st position. It's not alphabetical because All-Mother would be at the beginning, if that was the case. And yeah, I guess there's maybe 6 or 7 more characters, but once you've unlocked each of those characters, it probably is just the start of your finding all the cards, because we have like 121 cards discovered, and if we unlocked the remaining characters, I think at best we'd only have half the cards discovered. So there must be a correct path when we get new sets of cards that lead to even newer sets of cards. At least that would be my guess. It's kind of ridiculous to even have music volume as a thing, because the music's just not playing. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.